Hi everyone, welcome to the Ernie Chen Show Live. I'm Ernie as usual. Every single week we bring you very successful business entrepreneurs, KOLs, key opinion leaders, and of course celebrities, people who have done it, been there, and have become very successful. Of course, we can learn a lot from these individuals. And today, as I promised you, I've got a very special guest who is going to be joining us today. And of course, the very special guest is none other than the founder, chairman, executive chairman of Top Glove. We have Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai, who is here with us from Top Glove. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tan Sri.
Hi, hello. How is everybody? Thank you, Ernie Chen, for inviting me.
Yes, so we are very fortunate and honored to have Tan Sri here to share with us how he became the billionaire entrepreneur that he is today and why is he not slowing down. Because I've also had the opportunity to work with Tan Sri and to learn a lot. And of course, I find a lot of his values very fundamentally sound that could actually be shared with all our listening entrepreneurs who are watching and also be listening in. So Tan Sri, for the people to get to know you better, because most people know that you're the iconic Top Glove founder, the very successful billionaire, person of integrity, but people do not know the fundamentals of you. So I'm going to ask you three very quick questions where Tan Sri have to pick one of the two. Okay? So I'm going to ask you the first question. You have to pick one of the two, Tan Sri. Number one, Western food or Chinese food?
Vegetarian food.
Vegetarian food. So it doesn't matter if it's Western or Chinese, it's vegetarian. Tan Sri.
Why? Because vegetarian is healthier and also good for environment.
Okay.
We must keep to do good thing, do the right thing every day. So you have to learn fast.
Sure. So Tan Sri said I have to learn fast, but Tan Sri only became a vegetarian about 6 months ago fully.
Oh, 1.5.
1.5 years ago. Okay. Tan Sri has been trying to share with me how healthy it is to eat vegetarian. I think I've got another 15 years to go before I get to 61 like Tan Sri, right? So the second question is business or holiday?
Both.
Both.
Work is like my hobby.
Okay.
Best hobby in the world.
The best hobby in the world.
Yeah, where most of hobby cost money. So if you take work as your hobby can earn money as well.
Okay.
So and also if you are healthy, every day is holiday.
Sure. So you're gonna be healthy every single day and make your work your hobby so that you can be on business and holiday at the same time. Very good founded examples, right? And thirdly, and the final question to get to know you a little bit better, Tan Sri, friends or family?
Both.
Both also.
Both friend and family, and of course customer as well.
Sure. So best of all is make your customer, your friends, and your family as well.
Yes, yes.
So it becomes a bigger family, bigger pool of people that can do business together.
Yes.
Right, Tan Sri, a lot of people know you as the founder of this multi-billion-dollar company called Top Glove, which is the world's largest glove manufacturer, producer of gloves, right?
Yes.
Literally, 1 out of 4 gloves in the world being used is produced by your organization.
Yes.
Could you tell us one very fundamental thing that gotten you and Top Glove to be where you are today? One very specific thing. If there's so many things, what was that one thing that really stands out?
There are so many things. One of them, I think, is the Top Glove business ethic.
Okay.
Honesty, integrity, and transparency.
Sure.
This is our foundation.
Sure.
So, of course, there are many things that we have to do correctly in order to be successful. But the most important fundamental is that we do business, we must have a good business ethic.
Sure. Why is it so important, Tan Sri? A lot of people know that it's important. People talk about integrity, people talk about business ethics, and Tan Sri also have this practice of the business ethics clap, right? Why is it so important that people will need to understand this and practice this in their organization and their life?
Like this business ethics of honesty, integrity, and transparency is like the foundation of a building.
Sure.
You think foundation is important?
Sure, definitely.
If you don't have good foundation, you build 1 story or 10 story will collapse. If you have a good foundation, you can build 10, 20, 50, even 100 stories. In any organization, the business ethic is the foundation.
Sure.
So if we have a good foundation, we can build or grow the business to a huge organization or huge company.
Sure.
So, but of course, only foundation is no good enough. It's important, but no good enough. You need skill.
Sure.
You need smart people. You need to learn. You need research. We need market.
And we all know now, Tan Sri, although no matter how big, how successful any organization, they grow their foundation, they build it so big, so fantastic. But all organizations will also grow to a point where there's so much difficulty and challenges in the market. Malaysia and the world right now is facing one of the probably the toughest times of business environment. So you will say many times, you know, most people passing rate is 40%, 50%. Now if you're at 80%, you would just pass at 80%. So you really have to do so well to just pass. I always remember this, and we have to work so hard to make that. So what can organizations who are suffering out there, what do they really need to keep in line with that 80% right now to survive?
See, any business nowadays is very competitive, very tough and challenging. We always say survival of the fittest.
Sure.
So, especially in the international business, domestic market is tough. You go into international business, even tougher. How tough? International business, you have to compete in the world market. It's like Olympic game.
Sure.
You think Olympic game is tough?
Very tough.
Very tough.
There's only one winner of the gold medal.
Yeah. So any business or any game you play, you want to be the world champion is very tough. So we have to continue to improve ourselves. But we must have a good foundation. Then only we can go big. What is the important foundation for the organization is the people. The people that are healthy physically and mentally.
Sure.
So when you're physically you're fit and healthy, so you're mentally also fit and healthy, then we have a strong team. In business, it's very competitive. So make sure that internally, be sure that we work as a team.
Sure.
You must have skilled people. Your people must work hard, work smart, and also must discipline our team so that we can compete in the world market.
Sure.
So internal strength, internal teamwork is very important. Once you have internal fight, you cannot do well.
Sure.
You cannot compete.
Sure.
So in glove business industry, give you an example in Malaysia, over the past 20 to 30 years, we have in Malaysia we have 250 glove factories or companies. Out of these, 200 of the glove companies already closed. So 80% already closed.
Sure.
So only survive 20%. That's why I say you need to score 80 marks
Sure.
in order to survive.
Sure.
So in business, you have to continue to learn to improve.
Sure.
So every day is important.
Sure.
That's why I work 7 days a week.
Yes.
Monday to Sunday.
Sure.
So I enjoy working. It's like my hobby.
Sure.
So when you add value every day, you accumulate your value over many years. That's how we grow the business. But alone is no good enough. You must get a strong team. You must recruit, train, and retain good people in the organization. But of course, good people, the demand is so good, difficult to get. So we have to recruit. We recruit about 1,000 fresh graduates a year. Many are engineers, chemists, scientists, executives. No? So we recruit them and we train them.
Sure.
So that they can work together in a team to compete in the world market.
Okay.
But be sure we get train them in a healthy manner.
Sure.
Don't spoil them.
Sure. Before I ask Tan-Sri the next question, you have been watching the Ernie Chen Show live over here. Remember, do share and tag, and also give a like over here and +1 so that more people can listen to this message over here from Tan-Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai over here, Top Growth Founder Chairman, and how he actually built his billion-dollar business over here. Make sure you share, tag, and share and let more people know, right? A very hard chance for you to be able to get such messages over here on the fundamentals. Tan-Sri, you have got very high standards. So high standards to the point it's not just about working hard. You look into every single little detail in every single thing. I'm sure over the years, a lot of people admire to be more like you, want to be growing their businesses like you. But you see, you have so high standards, it's so difficult for people wanting to learn and work with you. Because it's not because you are a bad person, you're such a kind-hearted person, you have helped me a lot, helped my team a lot, but it's just so high standards. How do you continuously inspire and encourage the people to want to work with you? Because it's not that they don't want to, they just find it so challenging to keep up to those standards. What would you have to say to these people?
So you must understand the craft which I always show you, the power of tiny gain.
Yep.
Every day we improve. Why some people are so successful doing so well? Because every day they are adding value. Imagine if we improve 1% a day, 1 plus 1% is 1.01 to the power of 365.
Sure.
You get 38 times.
That's right.
3,800%. So this shows that whoever do well is not overnight. Every day they are improving. They make less mistakes.
Sure.
They add more value. Why some people are not doing so well? Because they add some value one day and then the next day they minus value. They make mistake. So up and down, up and down. Eventually they did not go so well. So you want to do well, every day is a good day. Every day is a positive day.
Sure.
So we must continue to improve, to learn, and to add value, and to prevent mistake.
Sure.
Mistake cost a lot. Some people make mistakes so much that they earn for 10, 20 years, they lost altogether. So we must do the right thing, do the good thing,
Sure.
so that prevent us from making mistakes.
Sure. That's right. One of the most important thing about successful entrepreneurs like yourself is that you have overcome a lot of difficulties and challenges. Among your entire career, could you share with us what is the one most difficult challenge, obstacle that you have come across in your career, in your life? Then what did you do to overcome that challenge?
You see, there are many challenges in life. Okay, in business, of course, you're talking about market, you know, whether you got business or not. Then you have other challenges like people, whether you can recruit the right people or not. Then you have what you call technology, whether you have enough technology or not, and also whether you got enough money to grow or not. And the most challenging is the people.
Sure.
Ensure you get the right people. So we have situation where we have been cheated.
Sure.
So it's very tough. So that's why we continue to recruit good people, deal with good people. Some people are not so honest.
Sure.
So they have integrity problem. So we have to be careful. So we don't cheat people. We also don't like people to cheat us.
Definitely.
So that's why we promote good business ethic. Every day, every meeting, we have to bring out the business ethic because human being, the mind change very fast. Can be good today, tomorrow can be bad.
Sure.
Tomorrow bad, the next day can be good. So we must continue to remind ourselves, make sure that the whole team must move towards the correct and right direction.
Okay, thank you very much for those good points over here, Tan Sri. And of course, we have a lot of young entrepreneurs who watch my show over here, and they are constantly always wondering, you know, doing business is what everyone dreams about because they think that you can have all the time in the world, you can have all the money in the world when you start your business until they become a business entrepreneur. Then they start to realize that actually they don't have much time, they don't make as much money, and they really have to love what they do. So, Tan Sri, on the final words over here, what would you like to share with my viewers and also the listeners over here? What would be a golden nugget, one piece of advice that you can share with all these young people so that they feel that it's not just a dream, but something that can become a reality? What can we do as young entrepreneurs?
So, either in business or in life, the most important thing is the knowledge. So, if you have good knowledge, you can do many things correctly. If you don't have knowledge, you make too many mistakes.
Sure.
So how to gain knowledge? You must be willing to learn, hungry to learn, hungry to do business. Okay, so you must have a healthy body, healthy mind in order for us to learn. How to learn? We learn from book, from media, from friends, from colleagues, from family. So we make sure we have enough good time to learn. So make sure we stay healthy. If you are sick, you cannot learn, you cannot do many things.
Sure.
So that's why we must stay healthy, which we promote the 5 top glove. Have well, 5 wells like clean well, eat well, work well, exercise well, and sleep well. So if we have all these 5 wells, so we are ready to absorb knowledge. We are ready to do and apply our knowledge.
Sure.
Then we add value every day. Every day is important.
Sure.
So make sure that we spend our time wisely.
Sure. Tan Sri, one last words over here. This more for myself to also know lah. We all learn from different people. I learn a lot from you. I always tell people Tan Sri say things very simple, but they keep repeating the same things until a point where if you can do it and you can pick up those little, you can catch the fish lah. Like you always say, if you can catch the fish, then you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to do it very well, right? Who do you learn from, Tan Sri? Specifically, is there someone that you admire, that you always wanted to learn from, and you are able to learn and put those practices in place?
You see, we are good when we compare or with the weaker one. Okay, we are not so good when we compare or benchmark with a good one. So it's all about relativity. So although I'm very good or big in Malaysia, but I'm very small in the world market.
Sure.
So of course in Malaysia I'm very well to do, but we have to benchmark at a higher level. So people are successful entrepreneur, which we are always learn from them. Especially company, successful company, we must always learn. Company like for manufacturing business like us, we always look up at like company like Toyota, like Samsung, like Amazon. So some of these companies are very good. So we have to learn.
Sure.
Successful people, we also learn. I learned from like Warren Buffett, why he do so well, and also like Microsoft,
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. You know, so all these are successful people.
Sure.
So we have to learn from them.
Sure.
And of course, there are many other people we also can learn from our colleagues, learn from our friends. They have different skills. We learn from their strength.
Sure.
Okay. So, and also you want to do well, you must continue to improve, use our strength, and also reduce our weakness.
Sure.
So everybody has strength and weakness. So must make use of our strength.
Sure. And one last thing on the lighter side, Tan Sri, I know you are an avid badminton player. At 61 years old this year, you still play 2 to 3 times a week, right?
Yeah.
All right. When do you intend to stop playing badminton?
So, as we say earlier, health is important.
Sure.
Exercise is important. I always say my work is my hobby. Exercise is my duty.
Sure.
Health is well. So badminton is very good game. So one of the very good sport. So where you can make friends, you spend time, at the same time you learn good networking, at the same time you exercise.
Sure.
So badminton to some people may be too vigorous. Some people like us is okay.
Sure.
Because we prepare, we warm up. I had problem with badminton game 6 years ago when I have my knee problem.
Sure.
But you must use a method to overcome this problem.
Sure.
So since 6 years ago, I started yoga or stretching exercise. So every day I do stretching exercise. Morning 10 minutes, evening 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day. Since then, after 1 month, I have no problem with my knee, and my leg, my body are perfect now.
Sure.
So I still can continue to play badminton. So how long I can play until 120 years? This is my life target.
Okay.
To live healthily until my age of 120 years.
Great. I'm going to take a bit longer to become a vegetarian, but I'm going to schedule a badminton game with you soon so that I can then challenge you and play a good game of badminton. Right? Thank you very much for Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai for joining us for this week's Ernie Chen live show over here. We are really, really honored and grateful to have Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai, founder, executive chairman of Top Glove, to be with us to share his golden nuggets. I hope everyone's been watching over here have gained a lot of tiny little gains every single day, and today is definitely multiplication of many more years for you to learn. So with that, thank you very much, Tan Sri Dr. Lim, and keep on watching, keep on sharing, keep on tagging, keep on loving, spread love. Thank you very much. It's Ernie Chen Live, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
Thank you.